Hello and welcome to this mini EFL review of the League One games, the 5 League One games that took place at the weekend and the League Two action in there as well. Not a lot to go through. I didn't get the England video out that I said I might have got out just due to timing and all of that. We'll do that during the March international break as we'll be closer to the World Cup then. So yeah, let's dive straight into this EFL review from this weekend's matches. So yeah, let's just dive straight in. So just quickly analysing the League One games then that took place at the weekend. Of course, it will have the postponed matches on the screen as well. Burton 1, Blackpool 0. The first one, good solid home win for Gary Bowyer's Burton, a needed win over a decent Blackpool side under Ian Effort. Now that they have changed manager and changed hands, Blackpool stay in the bottom three. Not great for them. Beasley with the only finish in that one. Jake Beasley, the only goal scorer in that one for Burton Albion in that one. Leighton Orient did beat Exeter after going behind through Jaden Wareham's finish from the penalty spot, but going back in that one with El Masuni and Baconson and getting a nice 3 points on the mark on that one. 12 shots to 6. Leighton Orient did dominate that game and deserved to win it. Yeah, other games took place. Lincoln 2, Doncaster 1. Doncaster lose again. They are in real trouble at the moment at the foot of League One. We'll speak about them more when it comes to League One predictions later on in the week, or on Wednesday, I should say. Doncaster Rovers in 19th spot at the moment. They're really struggling at the moment. 18 points for them as well. Not looking good for them. Only 3 points above the drop zone, and they have been tumbling. I don't think they've won since early September. They are a real bother. Luton 0, Rotherham 0. Not really going to gloss over that one. Luton probably should have won 12 shots to 2. Rotherham came for a point and got one, very solid for them. I guess if they were trying to aim for a point, they sit 11th. Luton sit 8th under Jack Wilshere. It's that problem of Luton playing low blocks and not being able to break teams down. Birmingham did it quite well last season, but only winning by 1 or 2 goals. Port Vale 0, Wickham 0 was the other result in there as well. Kind of even game of football. Very surprised this game didn't have goals in it. I was very surprised a team didn't win this one. Yeah, table looks like this. Plymouth remain bottom, game in hand on the other side. Peterborough 23rd with 2 games in hand. Port Vale 22nd. Blackpool 21st. That's a real problem for them too. Down there, who did play this weekend as well. Exeter down there as well. Doncaster down there as well. Reading 18th, Wigan 17th, Leighton Orient 16th, Northampton in 15th, Wickham in 14th, Barnsley 13th, Burton in 12th. Good win for them. They promote themselves up to mid-table. Brilliant form that Gary Bowyer's Burton seems to be finding these last couple of weeks. Rotherham in 11th, Huddersfield up to 10th with that result. What result? They didn't even play. Mansfield 9th, Luton in 8th. Disappointing point at home to Rotherham for them. They would have been looking to win that one. Wimbledon 7th, Stevenage 6th, Cardiff 5th, Bolton 4th, Bradford 3rd, Lincoln with a win up to 2nd. Good result for them. They needed that win over Donny, didn't they, in the Lincolnshire Crunch Clash. Stockport sit top of the table, level on points with Lincoln, but do have a game in hand. So yeah, that is my League One review. Let's just jump straight into League Two right now. League Two is here in all its glory then, and we'll start with 3-1 winners for Accrington over Darrell Clark's Bristol Rovers. Problems arising at Bristol Rovers quite frequently at the moment, and they could, I think they might be sacking Darrell Clark. I don't think there's been an official announcement yet. Just let me know in the comments if there has. I might have missed that. 10 shots to 9, good solid win for Accrington despite Bristol Rovers having more shots. Bromley 2, Barrow 1, good solid home win for Andy Woodman's side needed, and they move up to 5th in the table with it. Cambridge 0, Barnet 0. Bit of a dull affair. Barnet probably deserved to win. They had a higher XG, but XG means nothing in football. Good man of the match was Jake Eastwood in that one. For Cambridge United, what was the other one? Fleetwood 1, Swindon 1 was the other draw. In here as well, Swindon conceded right just before half-time, which didn't really help their chances of winning that one. Grimsby, 10-man Grimsby, losing at home to Chesterfield, very disappointed defeat. Rogers' own goal in there. Grimsby slip outside the playoffs and down to 10th in the table now. Chesterfield inside the playoffs and up to 6th. We'll go onto the table in a minute. MK Dons 2, Salford 0, good solid home win, scoring at the end and before half-time. Very good times to score for him. Dons, very good win over Salford, and for Paul Warren's men, they're up to the top 3 and into those automatic spots in the League 2 table. Notts County 1, Harrogate 1, probably 2 points drop for Notts County in this one at home to Harrogate. Probably should have won it. They only equalised through a penalty from Dennis in the 93rd minute. Oldham nil, Crewe nil. Bit of a crap game, to be honest. A lot of shots, similar to Port Vale Wickham in League One. There's a lot of shots, but not enough no goals. Shrewsbury beat Newport in a scrappy game and a much needed win for Shrewsbury in that one. Anthony Scully getting the only goal in that one. Shrewsbury move out of the drops. I think they're already out of it anyway. Tranmere winning 3-2 against Cheltenham. I think Tranmere went 2 up very quickly, and then bottled it and it got back to 2-2, didn't it? And then it was Whittaker with the 86th-minute winner. Colchester beat Walsall away. Colchester have a good habit of going away to decent sides in League 2 and getting the job done. Away from home, they just need to convert that into some of the other results, and they will be playoff contenders this season. They still might be playoff contenders in general, but they're only 14th in the table at the moment. And then the half-5 kickoff, that was a bit of a rivalry, or the closest game in League 2 this weekend, probably, along with Lincoln Doncaster as well. There's a 2-2 draw between Gillingham and Crawley in this one. Shimanga and Bajrami scoring for Crawley in that one. 2 players that have been, well, Bajrami's played for Birmingham, and Shimanga has been linked when we had the crap ownership. Yeah, decent point for Crawley in this one, away at probably playoff team come the end of the season, so yeah, they'll take that. The table looks like this then, and we have Newport County bottom of the table on 11 points, absolutely rooted at the foot of the table. Cheltenham Town are in 23rd spot on 14 points, a point away from Harrogate. Newport are 4 points away from Harrogate. Shrewsbury sit in 21st, of course Harrogate do sit in 22nd. Shrewsbury sit 21st on 16. Crawley sit on 16 as well in 20th, both on a point per game. 16 games played, 16 points on the board. 19th are Bristol Rovers on 17th. So are Accrington in 18th. Barrow sit on 19 points in 17th. Kind of last season and a half they have been around that area, have Barrow, which is unfortunate for them after they did have a good playoff run under Pete Wild. Tranmere up to 16th with that win over Cheltenham at the weekend. 15th are Oldham on 20 points, kind of expected where they would be at the start of the season. That's where I expected them to be, in and around there, maybe fight for playoffs come the end of it. Colchester kind of underperforming for me a little bit, but they did get a big win away at Walsall at the weekend. Good solid away win as well. That maybe can help them, give them a bit of momentum, give them a bit of a playoff charge maybe, and give them a bit of fire in their legs. So yeah, Fleetwood 13th, Cambridge 12th, kind of where I expected them to be. 11th, Barnet. Grimsby slump outside the playoffs. I think a lot of people would have been expecting a lot more from Grimsby Town this season so far anyway, but there's still plenty of time to get back into those playoff places. And the Salford did lose to MK Dons, but they sit 9th, just outside the playoffs at the moment. They are level on points, but are worse off goal difference compared to Crewe and Gillingham, who do sit inside those playoffs. Gillingham have been on a bit of poor form recently, but somehow scraping in the playoffs at the moment. Chesterfield, with that away win over Grimsby, move up to 6th and into the playoffs, and they go. Bromley up to 5th with their win as well. Notts County just outside the automatic spots, level on points with MK Dons at 3 goal difference, separating those two sides in the table. Walsall sits 2nd, and Swindon Town under Ian Holloway looking really good still with 30 points. Ian Holloway working wonders with his Swindon side as usual, and Ian Holloway knows how to get a team promoted, where he knows how to get Blackpool promoted anyway, doesn't he? I think that's the only promotion on his CV. Do let me know in the comments if he does have any more, but he's definitely on his way for his 2nd. So yeah, Swindon sit top, Walsall 2nd, MK Dons round off your top 3 in League 2, and yeah, that is the League 2 review done and dusted. Thank you very much for watching this short mini EFL review from the international break weekend, of course. If you did like the video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all of that good stuff. And I'll speak to you all on the next one, which will be League 2 predictions tomorrow. So yeah, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and thank you all for watching.